Let's talk about it. See, although we spend a significant part of the day talking to one another, speaking to a large audience is a surprisingly difficult skill. Yes, and it is one that we need to practice, even master. True, 90% of the anxiety and fear that is experienced by the speakers during their presentation on the stage is largely caused by what? Lack of preparation. You have noticed probably speakers that stand before a large audience, be it at work, at school, at church. The first categories of people that rely on their ability, and so with time they end up starting preparing in a perfunctory way, and as a result when they hit the stage they end up feeling disappointed. The second group is of people that are not confident in how they do their presentation. So what they do basically is they laboriously write everything out, beginning with the introduction, body of the material, and the conclusion. Problem with this group is when they hit the stage, not only do they sound rehearsed, muffled, hollow word at best, but also they end up getting disconnected from the audience. So I'll teach you 3 things that you need to master. Analyze, select, and organize. Analyze, select, and organize. Let's break them down. Put the spotlight on analyze first. Let's say you have a theme, which is the central idea of what you need to convey. Analyze each main word carefully here. Ask yourself questions. Why is this material important to my audience? What is my objective? Actually, you know what? It is considered reckless to think that just because you're interested in a subject that others will consequently be. Now, once you have the answers to those 2 questions, you need to do research. You need to do research that is more extensive, research that is focused. I remember talking to somebody and he said to me once, he said, we live in an era of abundance of information. Ignorance remains a choice. So my friend, do research. You have books, you have the internet, do research, read, browse the internet. You're not inventing anything. That's the bottom line. Other people may have written or said something on a similar subject. And if you do that, soon enough you'll notice that you have more information than you readily need. And with the variety of information at hand, this will propel you to the second point. Cherry picking, select. What do you select? Select material that will be of particular value to your audience. Select material that does not settle for generalities. You need to present data, facts, and these are best, by the way, in making your main point stand out. You will have secondary points, however, but these will be simply there to clarify, to prove, and to amplify your main points. Select main points that you need to discuss in order to achieve your objective. Keep in mind, you're selecting out of what you've prepared or during your research. So the main point here, I'm referring them to the important ideas that are developed at length, not merely just one word that you're going to put on a piece of paper. And the fewer the main points, the more likely they'll be impressed on your audience minds. And how much time you have at hand will determine how many main points. Let's say you have 5 minutes. Only select 2 main points. That's enough. If you have 1 hour, select more than that. 3, maybe 4. And now you have your framework, the framework of your speech. In other words, you have your basic outline. This will propel you to the third point, organize. Now you have selected points that are all over the place. You need to organize. So organize your material according to what directly relates to your theme and then to your main point. You need to arrange your material in a logical sequence. It could either be chronologically or topically or cause and effect or problem and solution. There should never be an abrupt switching from one idea to another. We see that often. That's where people fail. An abrupt switching, a shift paradigm. You need to put every item where it belongs. Keep the best material and get rid of what doesn't best fit. That's it. You're good to go. That's it. If you follow these instructions, you're good to go. Wait a minute. There's one more thing you need to remember. You need to prepare an interest-arousing introduction and an effective conclusion. Notice I said introduction last, because when you're preparing, introduction comes last. But when you hit the stage, introduction comes first. So in your opening sentences, say something so pertinent that will get the attention of your audience. Something that will directly contribute to achieving your objective. Your introduction will determine whether some people will listen and how attentive they'll be. In your concluding sentences, however, you need to say something that is designed to move your audience to action. Action on what? On what they've heard. You know what? What you say in the conclusion is often remembered longest because it influences the effectiveness of the entire talk. That's it. We're done. So to top it off, you need to write a final draft. A draft here I'm referring to as an outline with the main points bulleted. This is like a skeleton that will help you remember during your delivery. Time spent on careful preparation always pays off dividend. True, my friend. So if you prepare in a smarter way, not only will you see objective come to fruition, but also you will see improvement on your side. So 3 things: analyze, select, and organize.